Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is our 19th episode of Let's Play Elder Kings, Crusader Kings 2 mod. Still have this tickle in my throat, but I swear it's going to be gone soon. Probably by tomorrow, hopefully. So where we left off last, we had just usurped or stolen one more title. We've got another county over here. We're up to 5 counties. Just have the recently conquered penalty. So we've gained a new vassal. Let's check him out. Not bad. We could create this duchy over here now. We can create Gideon. Or, I think I'm going to hold on to the money though, and I'm going to do the Holy Order. I'd rather do that. I know exactly, I know everything about creating duchies. That's kind of a very base level type thing, but this creating Holy Orders is a little bit more interesting. So, we have a truce happening, a truce expiring as well. We've got 2 duchies that we can create, one that we can usurp. And yeah, so let's do one other thing before we continue on. I want to check to see the various independent counties or independent rulers. Let's see how strong they are. So the strongest person in the game right now is Morrowind with 14,000 men. Next is Alinor with about 8,000. Then Tseski, and then Viscero. So it looks like to be a major player at this phase in the game in the year 3404, you'd need to have about, I'd say probably 5,000 men. And we're right here, Soul Rest. We've got 2571, and that's peak value, peak efficiency. That's not our current value. Current value is 1471. So the topmost we could have is 2571. And for instance, Morrowind, they might not actually be at their peak efficiency either. They're pretty close to it, 14049, but not quite the maximum. So let's see if we can. Apparently we can declare war with her, but we've probably got a truce. Yeah. Do we gain access to any of the other options now? Just the embargo war. I wonder why. I mean, I'm bordering you. You border me. I should be able to attack you with like a holy war or something. You don't believe in the gods that I do. Oh well. Hopefully Patru continues to expand our little republic down there. Let's let some time tick. It'd be a lot easier for us if we had a Yes! Yeah, oh god, I was just saying, it's like the gods, they're smiling upon me. I was just thinking, gosh, it'd be so much easier if I had an heir who wasn't a female, and if I could actually make a son, for example, instead of having to play as my sister or niece. And then out of the sky, a blessing, my wife dies a temperate death. I don't know what that means, but, a temperate death, okay? A temperate death. At age 50. Born one morning star. Huh. I'm wondering, is that the event? Like, did she retire herself, maybe? Because the other times that I've had characters where they ask to be, if they can retire, the event ends in death, and it always happens when they're 50, and she just turned 50. So, weird. Okay, well let's arrange a real marriage. Select a spouse. Not very many available apparently in this area, at least not through the marriage finder. But let's do this. Let's search all for women who are not in prison, who are not married, who are any ruler. Definitely yes, my religion. And yes, my culture, because I don't want to deal with any of this not being able to make kids things. Orcish Warhammer, that's kind of cool. Veteran. Bunch of traits on these gals. Some pretty darn high martial scores for women. Let's sort by rank first. So there's a chieftain here. Chieftain of Marshwell. And the chieftain of Rockgrove. I should probably sort by adult, because I want the chieftain of Marshwell. She's a Nagahist. She controls territory over here. She's not independent, but I should still be able to marry her. No. Unlikely to have children. Why not? Why are we unlikely to have children? Oh, I've got the interracial marriage penalty. Oh gosh. That needs to go away. I'm not married anymore. She's dead. No, 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 no. Alright, so I think I understand what's happening here. So, because my marriage is to the wrong species, I've got this penalty. Even though she's dead, it's still giving me this debuff because I have married the wrong species. Because I have this, it's the same thing as if I was celibate, so no foreign court is going to want to marry me because I've got this debuff. This buff should drop off the second your wife dies, but oh well. So all I'm going to have to do, all I'm going to be able to do, that needs to get localized, all I'm going to have to be able to do right now is I'm going to have to marry someone that's in my own court, because then they have to accept my proposal. So one of my courtiers. I guess we'll just have to take this lady. I'd love to get that county claim in my family's dynasty, but without cheating, without using the console and forcing her to accept, I can't do it. So we'll just take her. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. 300 prestige. Wow. Okay, well, let's just do it anyway. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna take the prestige, just try to offset some of that blow. Apparently my wife had a lot of money. My previous wife had a lot of money. I don't know how she got all that money, but I just all of a sudden I have a lot more money than I had before. Well, that's good. And she's gonna be happy because I've fulfilled her marriage request. She's not gonna like me because I'm possessed, but that's okay. Alright, so make some kids for me, you silly, human-looking Argonian lowborn. Appointed sword masters no longer affecting us, so let's see if we can fix that. Let's get another. This is very okay. The longer I play this, I am going to complain about this because I just this is my opinion here. This is kind of it's too micromanagementy. It's like you're constantly having to do this, and it's not fun. This part of it's not fun. It was interesting in the beginning when I was doing it the first time, like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, that's how it works. But doing it now, like, I feel like I have to do it in order to get these bonuses, in order to be able to fight the other characters in the game. I feel like I have to do that in order to have all the possible stats that I can. So I guess a potential solution that I could imagine is, like, get rid of the bonuses, get rid of the +2 martial, and just make this a hidden feature. Like, don't make me feel like I have to do it. If I want to be able to do the event, like if I want to be able to commission a chronicle or do these things, then I have to appoint the person in order to do it. But tying it to the traits and tying it to the scores just makes it like this constant monotony. And there's enough micromanagement in Crusader Kings 2, I think, compared just in the base game. Tending to marriage politics and succession laws and everything. There's already enough detail. But it's just my opinion. So at the very least, if it could be easier, more easier to manage, then that would make it better. Well, we've got enough money. Let's do the next thing. So let's do this. So we'll do the. Let's form the Knights of the Whispering Ghost, because they are the ones that are charged with. Wait, Knights of the Whispering Ghost now exists. I gained the Knights of the Whispering Ghost, but I can't click it. Why can't I click it? Is of Soul Rest. I am the King of Soul Rest. What do you mean? Is of Soul Rest. I don't understand. I am of Soul Rest. I should be able to create this, I think, but I can't for some reason. Okay, fine. Well, let's just create the Knights of the Fort then. Is High Chief of Markmont. Oh. Maybe is it? No, I am the count. I own the county of Solrest. I own. Do I need the duchy? Maybe that's what it's upset about. Maybe I need to have the duchy. Oh. Oh, I think I get it. Is of Gideon, is of Markmont, is of Solrest. Tribe of Markmont. Okay, yep, it's tied to duchies. It's not tied to the kingdom. That's why. I get it. Okay, so in order to create that, it's just a duchy level guy. I'd have to create the duchy first. So let's do the this other one first. Let's go ahead and do that. I have become Grand Master of the Knights of the Fort. Okay. That's cool. And do I get a holy order? Or mercenaries or something? Do I get a holding? Okay, I've become Grand Master of Knights of the Fort. I'm still trying to figure out what this means. Do I get a building? Do I get... What do I get? What do I get? Where is it? Is it a decision somewhere in here? I mean, it's gone from the list. It's not hidden in there. It's not going to be in the spell book. Minor decisions? Military vassals. Do I have a new... Do I have a hidden guy somewhere, maybe? Territory of Markmont? No. Wait. I don't own the territory of Markmont, but it's based on the duchy, so... Maybe it was made where my capital was? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Just complete confusion. All right, let's just see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I thought something was going to happen. I thought we were going to get like a holy order that we could hire, or like a special mercenary that's vassal to us that we could use. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. Okay. Apparently, I'm just retarded. It's okay. There we go. It took me a minute to figure this out, but there it is. So it's down here. It's in the mercenaries thing. It's at the very bottom. Knights of the Fort. Monthly cost is very, very little. 300 men, and I can raise it. Raise our standing army. It will arrive in Solrest. Okay, so I basically just paid 250 gold for 300 men that have a very small cost. That'd be about the same as what you'd pay for a levy, so it's just 250 gold for 300 men. I wonder if maybe this gets stronger the later in the game you play. I would hope so, because that's a pretty poor return on investment. Although, maybe not, because the levies are much smaller in this game. You know, I'm used to being able to pay 100 gold to improve the militia training ground. You know, you pay about 100 gold, and then you get, you know, like 100 more men, because you get all these infantry and archers and things. And these are less expensive now. This is normally 50. This is normally 150. It's down 10%. Why is it 10% less expensive? Did some law reduce the cost of my buildings? Is it based on technology? I don't have any technology. Why are they less expensive? Is it in every county? It's in every county. Every county that I own? Across the board, they're down 10%. Why? Why is it less expensive? Do I have some modifier? I have a court scribe. There we go. Okay. Appointed chief architect. Build cost -10. Build time -10. And so that's where, again, you got to know that it's percent. It says minus 0.10, but it's 10%. So it took me a second to find it. This has been a very clueless type episode where I act like I don't know where anything is, but I have to find it. I feel like I need to see it in order for me to feel good about things. So so we did find it, and yeah. And so we won our war. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna weigh some of the costs of the like upgrading things, and I'll do that off camera. And when I come back, I'm gonna kind of give a little review of it, see if it makes sense to me to do those upgrades or not, to actually like create the mercenary band that we can hire ourselves, or if it makes more sense to just upgrade the holding directly. Because the advantage you get when you upgrade the holding is that you get like for instance, let's just think this out for a second. If I did this, I'd gain 22 light cavalry that I can raise as part of my standing army, but I also gain 22 increased garrison, and the garrison is also affected by the wooden palisade, which has benefits to the levy, or the Castle John, which increases the garrison size. So not only are you increasing your levy when you build one of these, but you're also increasing the defense of the castle, which makes it harder to siege. So there's a lot more benefits. So I'm thinking, I'm going to check the math, but I'm not sure if I like the idea of paying 250 gold for just 300 men. We'll see. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.